Micro environment is controllable in nature, macro environment is uncontrollable in nature, because the whole marketing concept, it is a customer centric approach. When it comes in terms of micro environment, it is small in nature, so we call it as a micro environment. Demography, it is a systematic study of the population. We are going to categorize the population, we are going to study the population for our benefit. Hello everybody, warm welcome to one and all. I am Mr. Hemant Kumar from the Department of Commerce and Management, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, MYSURU, the Temple of Excellence. In today's session, we are going with the subject Marketing Management, that is Unit 2, Session 1 of second semester BBA students, right? So, the concept that we need to discuss in today's session is marketing environment. Here in today's session, what exactly the marketing environment is, and in the same way how exactly it is going to work, and what are the benefits of marketing environment, which are the types of marketing environment. These are all the things that we need to learn in today's session. This is the agenda of today's session. We are going with introduction to marketing environment. Okay, so here we are going to have a brief introduction regarding the market environment. Factors of marketing environment. There are various factors or the elements that is present in the marketing environment that we are going to look after it. Types of market environment. So as I said, marketing environment is classified into two categories. Okay, so that we are going to study in types of marketing environment. Factors influencing marketing environment. These are the two factors which is going to influence market environment. One is macro environment and another one is micro environment. These are the topics that we need to cover in today's session. Marketing environment. See, the concept of marketing, it is a broader concept. Okay, so when it comes in terms of a marketing environment, this marketing environment is classified into two categories. Okay, so number one, micro environment, and number two is macro environment. Micro environment is controllable in nature, macro environment is uncontrollable in nature. We cannot control the macro environment easily. Okay, so when it comes in terms of micro environment, these are the elements which is present inside the organization, because it is small in nature. Okay, so that we call it as a micro environment. In terms of macro environment, it is large, big in nature, which is uncontrollable in nature. Okay, those are the two kinds of environment that we can see in this marketing environment. Okay, so this is an introduction regarding the market environment, starting with meaning and definition of market environment. So marketing environment is an entire set of events, circumstances and objectives that have an impact on the marketing practices. Okay, so this marketing environment, it is a events. So there are a number of events or the situations, conditions which is going to happen in the marketing system, circumstances and objectives that have impact on the marketing practices. So there are certain factors which is going to influence the marketing activities of the organization, right? So marketing means starting from the market survey till the customer satisfaction, all the activities which is happening pre-planned. Okay, so of the organization. Several environmental factors have direct impact on the organization. Okay, so as I said, there are several factors which is going to impact directly on the organization. There are certain factors which have indirect impact on the organization. Marketing operations and decision making ability. Okay, so it is going to impact on the decision making ability of the organization, capacity and capabilities of the organization, and in the same way how the organization it is going to facilitate the customer, how it is going to use the strategies, how it is going to retain the customer. Okay, how it is going to do the customer relationship management activities. Okay, so it totally depends upon the strategy, it totally depends upon the market environment, situation, condition. Okay, so all those things it is going to influence the thing. Here there is a beautiful definition which is given by Philip Kotler. A company's marketing environment consists of actors and focus outside marketing. Okay, so whatever the activity which is going to happen, it must be focused outside the organization, not inside the organization. Here, policies, procedures, rules and regulations that we can control and modify inside the organization, but our ultimate focus should be outside the organization, because we are going to get the customer outside the organization. We are supposed to sell the product outside the organization, not inside the organization. That affect marketing management's ability. So it is also going to affect the ability, capacity and capabilities of the marketing management, that is internal environment factors, to build and maintain successful relationship with target customer. Okay, so this is a main objective, the goal of customer relationship management, to build a good relationship with the potential customer and loyal customer. Okay, so not only capturing the market is important, but also retention of the customer is much more important, right? So this is a way how they are going to capture the market. This is a way how they are going to retain the customer for the future benefits. This is a way how they are going to take the confidence of the customer and engage the customer with complete satisfaction. Complete satisfaction of customer is much more important in terms of marketing, because once the customer gets satisfied, they are going to become a loyal customer for our brand. Features of marketing environment. So when it comes in terms of marketing environment, as I said, it is classified into two categories: micro environment, macro environment. Okay, internal environment, external environment, right? So here certain features of marketing environment. So marketing environment also have its own characteristics. Complexity. Okay, so this is rigid in nature. There is a complexity in terms of marketing management, because we are supposed to get updated as per the trend, as per the generation. We are supposed to facilitate the consumer as per their wish, because this is a customer centric approach. We are supposed to know about the consumer behavior, and also we are supposed to facilitate the product as per their desire, as per their demand, as per their taste and preferences. It is dynamic in nature. As I said, we are supposed to get updated as per the trend, as per the generation. We are supposed to get updated, keep updating. Relevance. So relevance is an important topic that we need to consider. Means we are supposed to manufacture the product, we are supposed to facilitate the customer which is relevant for the current generation, which is relevant for our brand, which is relevant for our policies and procedures. Okay, so because the whole marketing concept, it is a customer centric approach. Uncertainty. So uncertainty, the marketing environment is uncertain in nature. Okay, the business is a complete risk of uncertainty. Uncertainty means there is a possibility of losses. For example, I'm going to make a rule, I'm going to make a strategy. There is a possibility of success and also there is a possibility of failure. Means if I am going to do the business, okay, so we cannot always expect profit. There may be a losses. Okay, so that we call it as a uncertainty. Okay, unexpected losses may occur in the business. Okay, so there is a possibility of profit also, there is a possibility of losses also. That is a standard name that is given to the business, that is risk. Okay, so risk means it is a possibility of losses. So if they ask for any kind of a business, so it is very risk that they are going to say. Why? Because there is a possibility of losses. There is a truth competition in the market. Okay, so it is a storehouse of opportunities. So when it comes in terms of opportunities, the people, they have a complete opportunity in the market. There are a number of market that they can enter, they can create the awareness, they can sell the product, they can make the profit. Okay, so they are supposed to recognize the opportunities that is available in the market. They are supposed to recognize the needs of the consumer. They are going to study the consumer behavior through market research. Okay, after that they are supposed to fulfill the needs by facilitating a desired product to the consumers. Okay, and in the same way, so if once the customer gets satisfied, once the consumer gets satisfied, they are going to become a loyal customer for the brand. Only due to the price sensitive customer, what they exactly want is the good quality of a product with affordable price. If we facilitate them good quality of the product with affordable price, they are going to become a loyal customer for our brand. Sensitive to a variety of factors. So this business or the market environment is very sensitive in nature. There are various factors which is going to impact on the marketing environment, means which may have a positive impact or negative impact on the marketing environment. Okay, so we are going to study those factors further. So types of marketing environment. Okay, this marketing environment is completely broadly classified into two categories. Number one is internal environment, number two is external environment. When it comes in terms of internal environment, the environment which is inside the organization, that we call it as a internal environment. The environment which is outside the organization, we call it as a external environment. When it comes in terms of internal environment, there are number of rules and regulations that is modified inside the organization. There are certain policies and procedures that must be followed inside the organization. Okay, so there are various departments inside the organization. Okay, so these are the internal environment factors which present in market environment. Means this internal factors can be controlled very easily. Okay, so very easily that we can control the internal factors. Say for example, if I can make rules and regulation as per my wish in my organization, so we are supposed to make strictly follow of all the code of conduct, all the things in my organization. Okay, so I cannot make external environment very strict. I cannot control the external environment. I can easily control the internal environment but not the external environment. Okay, so I cannot make rules and regulation outside the organization. Only inside the organization I can go with. Okay, so again, when it comes in terms of external environment, there are huge environment that is external in nature. It may be a competitors, it may be a consumers, it may be a suppliers, or it may be a technical environment, it may be a economic environment. Okay, so there are various factors which is going to influence the market environment. Okay, that we call it as a micro and macro environment. When it comes in terms of micro environment, it is small in nature, so we call it as a micro environment. Macro environment, comparatively, it will be big in nature. Up to some extent we can control this micro environment but not macro environment. So factors influencing micro environment. There are various factors which is going to influence the micro environment. Okay, so a company, when compared to the macro environment, it is small in nature. Hence, we call it as a micro environment factors. Okay, so whatever the procedure that is going to happen in a company, whatever the rules and regulation that is formulated in a company, and inside the company there are certain department which is present. Okay, so it have its own goals, own objectives. Okay, the ultimate goal of a company is entirely different, but company we are going to consider under a micro environment because it is very small in nature. Suppliers. Okay, so suppliers deal with micro environment because we can control the supply chain, because we are supposed to facilitate as per the demand, as per the trend, as per the desire of the customer. Okay, supplier, they are the participant in the micro environment. Market intermediaries. So there are certain market intermediaries which is present in the market. Okay, so starting from manufacturer. Okay, so he is going to convert raw materials into finished goods, followed by agent. Okay, he is going to sell the goods to the agent who is going to sell with the wholesaler to the retailer to the end user of the commodity called consumer. Okay, so these are the market intermediaries who are present between the manufacturer and a consumer. Customers. Okay, so here there are difference between the customers and consumers. These all people can become a customer, but only the end user can become a consumer, because here customer have two objectives of purchasing a product. Number one, for the resale of the product. Number two, for the consumption of the product. If he purchase for resale of the product, we call him as a customer. If he purchase the product for the consumption also, we call him as a customer. All the people can become a customer, but all the people cannot become a consumer. He is the only person who can become a consumer because he is a end user of a commodity. Okay, so here when it comes in terms of a customer, okay, so in the market we can see n number of customers. Okay, so whether it is a agent, whether it is a wholesaler, whether it is a retailer, or whether it is a consumer, these people all are the customers according to the market environment. Competitors. So if there is a new startup in today's generation, there is a throat cut competition in the market. So we have to look towards the competitor as well. So the only marketing strategy the people that they use is, so due to the price sensitive customer, we are supposed to facilitate good quality of the product with affordable price, and also we are supposed to project our product when compared to other product, it is unique in nature. Okay, so these are all the strategies that is being used against the competitors to take competitive advantage in the market. General public. So when it comes in terms of a general public, it comes under a micro environment, because up to some extent we can create the awareness, we can modify the general public. Means general public we can modify into a potential customer into a customer into a loyal customer. Okay, so this is a way how we can convert a general audience into a potential to the customer into a loyal customer. So this is a way how we are going to convert the people by creating the awareness. Hence these are the factors which is present in the micro environment, which is going to have a good impact on the business, and also these factors can be controlled up to some extent. Okay, so not completely as a internal environment. So after factors influencing micro environment, this is the second thing that we need to consider, that is factors influencing the macro environment. Okay, that is also a part of external environment which was dealing with micro factors. When compared to these factors, that environmental factors are small in nature, whether it is a company, whether it is a competitors, whether it is a firm, or whether it is a customer. Okay, so here political environment. Okay, so the first factor is political environment. When it comes in terms of a political environment, there are certain political rules and regulations that is being made in the country. Okay, none of the company have right to go against the policies or the procedures that is being made by the political environment. Okay, means there are certain restrictions that is made by the political party. Okay, so no company have a right to go against the rules and regulations which is being made by political environment. The best example is if Narendra Modi make any kind of a rules and regulations which must be followed by every company. Okay, so it is very strict enough that should be followed by every company. Okay, so they are not supposed to go against the rules and regulations that is made by a political environment, whether it is a central government or state government. Economic environment. So when it comes in terms of economic environment, okay, so it deals with the economic factors, GDP, GNP of the nation, import, export. Okay, there is a equilibrium in trade. Okay, in terms of import and export. Okay, so these are all the things that we need to consider. We cannot control the economic system or the economic condition of the nation. Okay, only the thing is we get adapt to the current situation and scenario in terms of economic environment, political environment. Okay, so what happens is, so we are supposed to manufacture the product as per the economic condition of the people, as per their capabilities, as per their purchasing power parity. Okay, so what happens, there are certain price sensitive customers which is present in one particular geographical location. We are not capable of selling expensive product in that particular geographical location. Okay, so because they are not capable of purchasing our product. Okay, social and cultural environment. We are supposed to sell the product as per the social and cultural factors. Okay, as per the society, as per the inhabitants, as per the practice in the society, as per the lifestyle in the society, and in the same way cultural factors. So here India is known as a land of tradition. Okay, so different parts of India follow different kinds of culture. Okay, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, North India, South India. Okay, so it have a different kind of food habit, different kind of dressing sense. Okay, so we are supposed to sell the product as per the cultural background, as per the societal background. Technological factors. So in terms of technology also, right now the technology is being developed day by day. Okay, now recently the contribution of the artificial intelligence, machine learning and cloud computing for the business environment. Okay, so it is a wide concept. Okay, so technological factors or the technological environment. Okay, so there are the certain technological restrictions which is going to happen. Okay, for example, if I want to establish a outlet, okay, near nuclear power plant I'm not supposed to establish, okay, because there are certain restrictions, technological restrictions, and in the same way technological advancement also been done, okay. So whatever the thing contribution that is going to given by the technology, okay, it plays a vital role in business environment. Demographic environment, when it comes in terms of a demographic environment, demography, it is a systematic study of the population. We are going to categorize the population, we are going to study the population for our benefit, okay. So based on their gender, based on their economic stability, based on their lifestyle, okay, so based on their age group, okay. So here we are going to divide the people into various categories based on the demographic environment, okay. Hence this demography is also influencing the business environment. Natural environment, so it is an environment that we live, okay. So we are not supposed to make pollution, whether it is a water pollution, soil pollution, air pollution, okay. We are supposed to safeguard the environment for the next generation, that we had studied in sustainable development in the previous unit. Legal environment, so when it comes in terms of a legal environment, is nothing but legal rules and regulations that is made by and formulated by the law. Means regarding the legal environment, okay, so it is very legal in nature, not illegal. Means, for example, if I am registered as a company, I am supposed to follow either Companies Act 2013 or Companies Act 1956 or any other Companies Act, okay. Means we are supposed to follow the strict rules and regulations that is been formulated by the Companies Act, okay. So this is a way how we are going to follow strictly the rules and regulations. In the next session, we are going with unit 3, market segmentation and consumer behavior. These are the two topics that we need to learn in next session. Here, this unit 3 is classified into two categories. One is market segmentation, part A. Part B is consumer behavior. Okay, thank you.